Hey, Kyrie, congratulations on another All-Star Game appearance. Just, how was the experience for you tonight? And you just enjoy being out there with the guys like that?
Man, it was incredible. I'm always just grateful to be able to share the floor with, some highly talented individuals, on and off the floor. Get a chance to take a break from everything. First half of the season, all of us have just been playing hard for our teams, for our respective teams, and just come out here, put on a show for the fans that are watching at home and the fans that were able to make it to the game tonight. It's just, it's a true honor. We work every single day, in order to separate ourselves, amongst each other. So it's just great. Just great that we got a chance to be out here and play for fans.
Matt Brooks, Nets Daily.
Hey, Kyrie, news broke that Blake Griffin signed with you guys. What do you think he can add to the team, and are you excited for him to get there?
Yeah, next question, brother. Just got done playing. I know it broke on the wire and stuff like that, but in terms of addressing my team the right way, haven't done so yet. So we'll wait for that, but see when that all unfolds when we get to Brooklyn.
Holly Yako.
Hi, Kyrie. You've had a bit of a hovering cloud covering you this season. How do you feel like you're being misunderstood?
What do you mean? You said a hovering cloud. What is that?
There's been a lot of negative news surrounding you this season. Do you feel pressure a lot, whether it's the media, whether it's the public misunderstanding you? What's your take, and how are you feeling?
I don't know what negativity you're talking about. I live with my family, I have my priorities straight, and I do what I love to do every single day. Anybody has anything to say about that, then that's on them. I don't really consider it negativity or a hovering cloud, like you said. This is a fictional reality, this whole basketball thing. I enjoy it. I'm grateful to be able to play it, but this has no effect on my real life at this point. I'm grateful that I matured and found the tools to be able to kind of just focus on the commitment, focus on the job, focus on my craft, and just let my actions speak for themselves. Nobody asked me about anything that I'm actually doing out here in the community. They kind of just assume, and this is not the platform to be talking about it because nobody asked me about it. It's just not important to the NBA media. So,
Christian Winfield, New York Daily News.
Hey, Kyrie, kind of tangential to the work that you're doing in the community. What did you think of the NBA's involvement with historically Black colleges and universities? And did you just feel, I believe there were some HBCU students in the crowd and some HBCU just members in the crowd. Did you kind of feel their energy, and were you feeding off of that at all?
Yeah, we're in Atlanta, so, it's a predominantly Black area. A lot of Black kings and queens walking around here, whether working in the arena or working behind the scenes or us even playing. So it just felt like a great collection of, everybody putting in their hand to make this happen. So I'm just grateful to be able to be on this platform to share it with, the HBCU colleges, a lot of my brothers and sisters, a lot of my relatives out here, and I don't take that for granted. Still a lot more work to be done in the community, to shed light on the HBCUs and a lot of the students. A lot of our younger generation that will eventually be the leaders of our world. They start in places like HBCUs. So we just got to continue to stay the path, stay committed to the work. That's most importantly. And then, the kids they'll follow up for us, just keep on giving them support. So it's pretty cool.
Brian Lewis, New York Post.
Hey, Kai. I know you had said going into this that you never take an all-star berth for granted. And I know Kevin obviously couldn't play with getting the hammy right, but was it extra special to have two teammates on this team? It's kind of an unusual occurrence. I think the last time in the Eastern Conference was with you and LeBron and Kevin.
Yeah, no, we don't want to take that for granted. Three guys on one team being all-stars. Obviously, with K not being here, felt a little incomplete. But we need him to get healthy for the second half of the season, what really matters. But, it takes a lot of hard work. I don't think a lot of people know what it takes to be a professional athlete and to be distinguished as one of the best in the world. Casual fans, casual people that support the NBA, people that support basketball. get to see only glimpses of it sometimes, of the amount of, commitment it takes to be great at anything, but especially at this game, so it's an honor to be able to put in work and reap the rewards, especially when you reap the rewards with your teammates. And I know this will still go down in history, but, we just don't want to take this for granted, like I said.
Tom Dowd.
Hey, Kai, this was your first time playing in the game since they kind of put in the new format last year. Did it change the feel to the game at all compared to your past experiences?
It just depends on what you're going to get. Whether people are going to play defense or not, or whether they're up to giving maximum effort. It's an all-star game. A lot of guys care about the second half of the season. So you kind of just got to have a balance of guys that just want to go out there and, just compete. I think we did it in spurts, but, when you got Steph, Dame, those guys shooting half-court threes from, the timeline, there's not much you can do. So give credit to them.
Christian Winfield.
Kyrie, I think you guys got 4 more days off before you got to play some basketball again. Just what are you going to do with that time?
Mind my business, man, just like everybody else should be doing. Minding my business and making sure I'm staying committed to helping humanity out. That's it.
Thanks, Kyrie. Appreciate your time.
We will start off with Christian Winfield.
Hey, James, how's it going? Obviously, a big part of tonight for the NBA was putting a focus on
absolutely.
And their.
It's a privilege to be named an All-Star. So
I guess
in the second half of the season,
what's going on?
Yeah, continue
just
to
wanted to
show
know what's your knowledge
like you
base of
deserve to be an All-Star. So,
growing up. If
but
you
my mindset is focused on
when you
helping
were
my team win.
making the decision
Where
in
my focus
colleges,
gonna
and
be.
just how your knowledge of them has evolved over the years, and what type
Guys, have a good night.
of value they bring to the community.
Not my knowledge of them growing up wasn't very high, but over the years, just the culture that they embrace and they don't really get a lot of recognition. So it's great that the NBA and the world is kind of getting to know them a little bit more and what they stand for, and the great things they're doing in their own communities.
Tom Dowd.
Hey, James, I know it wasn't, the typical All-Star experience you're used to as far as the whole weekend, but how was it just to kind of get back on the court with, All-Star level guys and, how do you enjoy the experience tonight?
It was great. Obviously, some of the best talent in the world. You get an opportunity to share a court with them and have fun. And the shot making is, obviously elite, ball handling talent. So I felt great. Kind of a little upset we didn't come away with the win, but those guys got hot and they made some big time shots.
Zach Braziller.
James, there's reports out that Blake Griffin has agreed to sign with the Nets. What do you think he could add to your team?
Is it official?
The reports are everywhere that he's agreed that it's done.
Yeah, well, I can speak on that more, once it's official. Yeah.
We'll go to Greg Logan with Newsday.
James, I'm going to follow up on that. I'm just saying that I've had it totally confirmed to me that he's agreed from a really good source. I mean, a top NBA source. So do this to you. I hate to do this to you, but it's certain. I'm absolutely certain he's joining you.
So it's not fit.
Not signed. You can mention it if you want to.
All right, you got me, Greg. All right, you got me. Yeah, he's I'm sure he wants to win. If he's passed up on money, to obviously stay, in Detroit, he wants to win and he wants to have an opportunity to play meaningful minutes. And, I'm assuming that's one of the reasons why he came. Obviously, we know, the athletic and high jumping Blake, but I think as of these, last couple of years, he's knocking down the three ball a little bit better. Ball handling is a lot better, and he can be a great contribution to this team. So if your sources are correct, then we'd be more than welcome and excited to have him on our Brooklyn Nets team.